Hey guys, what's going on? This is RJ Game News USA here, and we're going to go ahead and preview the AFC and NFC championship games. But first, we're just going to do the AFC on this video. So this is the first half of your preview. You can catch the second half of your preview in the next video. But why am I talking about it the way I'm talking about it? Bo Nix is hurt, and Jarrett Stidham will be stepping in for the Denver Broncos, thus leading to a situation that could be my worst nightmare, if it's not my greatest hope. So, if you like this kind of content, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and then I will be describing something interesting about this game and something personal to me. So, let's get into it. Some of you may be rooting for my team, the Patriots, or rooting for me to have them win. Some of you may be rooting against me and wanting to see my reaction if they lose. And that's understandable. That's neither here nor there. But there is a possibility of something happening that would be absolutely devastating. And that would be Jarrett Stidham for the Broncos outplaying and beating Drake May and the Patriots en route to going to the Super Bowl. I want to describe what the irony here would be. Because there was no bigger cheerleader in the room for Jarrett Stidham than me when he was in New England. I would always call him Stid the Kid. Stiddy, let's go Stiddy. I believed in Stiddy. Now, to be fair, I also believed in Zappy after Stiddy. But I think Stiddy, I'm trying to remember when he played for the Patriots. I think he was Mac Jones' backup. And there was points where I wanted Mac Jones to get the fuck out of the lineup towards the end of his time in New England. And I wanted to see Stiddy. Because I think Zappy was... No. Yeah, Zappy... Okay, I'm getting my math wrong here. Alright. I'm getting my math totally wrong here. Alright, I get them all mixed up, these backup quarterbacks. Okay, Stidham was the backup when Cam Newton was there. Okay? Now, we were already out of the playoffs, and I wanted Stiddy to go ahead and play. You know, instead of sitting on the bench. And Belichick just would not fucking play this guy for the longest time and let Cam Newton run the season out. And then, you know, so I wasn't in love with that. And then, of course, we draft Mac Jones. Later on, Bailey, I have the same feelings for Bailey Zappi that I did for Stiddy, where it's like, Zappy, I want a Zappy, you know, and eventually these guys get exposed. Because the truth of the matter is, everybody falls in love with the backup quarterback until your backup quarterback has to play in a big game, until your backup quarterback has to shoulder the burden. Then all of a sudden, it's like, oh yeah, I remember why he's the backup to begin with. Because the truth is, the Denver Broncos offense for many weeks struggled. You could have argued, hey, if Stiddy is that fucking good, bench Bo Nix and put Stiddy in. They never did. The Broncos are complete frauds. I have no idea how they got the 1 seed, how they made the AFC Championship game. They won a turnover battle 5-1 against the Bills and lost the game, or won the game somehow. Like, come on. So, the irony here is, as much as I've been laughing and happy the Broncos knocked out the Chiefs, and, you know, if it were to be Jarrett Stidham that steps in between the doorstep of destiny, the Patriots returning to the Super Bowl, I literally couldn't live it down. I literally wouldn't be able to live it down. I would have an absolute meltdown. And that's basically your analysis for the AFC Championship game. Okay? The Patriots should win. The Patriots should win comfortable. Because although I don't think Bo Nix is the most important player on the team, he played good in the divisional round. And I don't need Drake May to be fumbling balls. I don't need any stupid nonsense bullshit happening in this game that somehow leads to Jarrett Stidham going to the Super Bowl for the Broncos. That would be a nightmare for me. It would be a nightmare for the entire NFL. And the Seahawks and the Rams would be licking their chops. That's my analysis. The Patriots must and will win this football game. I can't guarantee they'll win the fucking Super Bowl. But they must and will win this football game. They have to. You can't tell me that Jarrett Stidham is better than Justin Herbert or C.J. Stroud. Now, C.J. Stroud, he might be better than now because C.J. Stroud looks awful. But that's beside the point. I don't need a Nick Foles thing happening again. I don't want this to happen. There are clips, voice notes I sent to friends going, Stid the kid, let's go Stiddy, let's go Stiddy. I will never be able to live it down in my personal life if Stiddy beats the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. That would be a cruel joke. I'd almost wish we wouldn't have made it to the AFC Championship game to begin with. Go Pats.